What does it take for a nation to survive everything? Invasions, revolutions, collapse, chaos. History tells us empires are fragile, they rise fast, they fall hard, but one empire refused to follow that rule. Frozen lands, endless distances, relentless pressure from every direction. Again and again the world predicted its end. Again and again it survived. This is not mythology. This is not exaggeration. This is the story of endurance. Welcome to Truth Atlas. This is Russia. Russia is the largest country on Earth. 11 time zones, from Arctic ice to endless forests. This land does not forgive weakness. Cold kills, distance isolates. To live here, people learned resilience. To rule here, leaders learned control. Geography did not just shape Russia, it hardened it. In Russia, survival is not accidental, it is cultural. Harsh winters taught patience, long distances taught endurance, isolation taught self-reliance. This land does not reward speed, it rewards persistence. Russia began as scattered tribes. Slowly, they united. Kievan Rus formed the first foundation. Trade routes connected Europe and Asia. Power began to concentrate. Order replaced chaos. As threats increased, leadership centralized. Moscow emerged as the heart of power. Authority became survival. Russia learned early. Division invites destruction. Unity invites survival. The Tsars ruled with absolute authority. One ruler, one direction, one empire. This was not luxury, it was necessity. In a land this vast, hesitation meant collapse. Religion unified the people. The Russian Orthodox Church offered order, discipline, and meaning. Faith stabilized society during chaos. Belief became strength. Tradition became glue. Russian culture does not celebrate ease. It respects suffering. Literature, music, and folklore reflect struggle. Pain is not hidden, it is understood. Endurance became identity. Russia was invaded repeatedly. Mongols, Napoleon, Hitler. Each enemy underestimated distance, climate, and patience. Armies arrived strong, they left broken. Russia learned, time is a weapon. War taught Russia lessons no school could. Retreat is strategy. Sacrifice is survival. Victory is patience. Russia does not rush wars, it absorbs them. The old empire eventually fell. Revolution shattered the Tsars. Chaos followed. Russia collapsed, but did not disappear. From collapse, something new emerged. The Soviet Union rebuilt Russia rapidly. Industry replaced tradition. Ideology replaced monarchy. Factories rose. Cities expanded. Power centralized again. Speed replaced patience. The USSR became a global superpower. Nuclear weapons, space exploration, military parity. Russia returned to the world stage, louder than ever. Rapid growth came at a price, economic strain, political rigidity, human cost. The system weakened from within. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. The world declared Russia finished. Borders shrank, economy collapsed, poverty spread, but Russia remained. The 1990s tested Russia deeply. Crime surged, oligarchs rose, the state weakened. Yet even in chaos, Russia survived. Gradually, authority returned. Institutions strengthened. Stability replaced disorder. Russia chose control over chaos. Again, Russia rebuilt its military quietly, not for conquest, for deterrence. Power became silent. Threats became unnecessary. Oil and gas became strategic weapons. Pipelines replaced armies. Energy shaped diplomacy. Influence flowed silently. Russia does not chase headlines. It waits. It observes. It plans. Others react. Russia prepares. Modern warfare is digital. Russia invested in cyber capability. Information became a battlefield. Power shifted from land to data. Russia looks beyond Earth. Satellites, space stations, orbital dominance. The future is vertical, and Russia knows it. Russian influence extends through culture. Music, ballet, literature. Soft power shapes perception where force cannot. Russia faces real challenges: population decline, economic pressure, environmental stress. Endurance does not mean perfection. Russia's greatest weapon is not military. It is endurance, patience over speed, survival over comfort, time over reaction. This is why Russia refuses to collapse. Russia never forgets its past. Wars are remembered, Losses are honored. Victories are studied. Memory is not nostalgia. It is strategy. A nation that remembers pain avoids repeating weakness. More than anything, Russia fears disorder. Chaos brings invasion. Chaos brings collapse. Stability, even when harsh, is seen as protection. Order is not oppression in Russian history. It is survival. Russia repeatedly returns to strong leadership, not by accident, by experience. Decentralization fractured the empire before. Central control rebuilt it. History taught this lesson clearly. Russia's vast size is not just geography, it is defense. Distance exhausts enemies. Supply lines fail. Time favors Russia. What looks like emptiness is strategic depth. Russian citizens are not passive. They adapt. They endure. They survive. Generations learn to expect hardship and push through it. This social endurance supports national endurance. Sacrifice is embedded in Russian identity. Comfort is not guaranteed. Security is earned. This mindset creates tolerance for pressure that would break other societies. Modern conflict is psychological. Russia understands narratives. Perception shapes reality. Information influences markets, politics, and morale. Control of narrative is control of space. Russia negotiates coldly. No moral speeches, no emotional appeals, only interests, only leverage. This approach is often misunderstood but extremely effective. Russia forms partnerships, not friendships. Alliances shift, interests remain. Flexibility allows survival in a changing world. Sanctions, restrictions, isolation. Russia adapts. Alternative markets, internal production, strategic reserves. Pressure becomes training. Russia's military power is as much mental as physical. Deterrence relies on uncertainty. Silence amplifies fear. Not showing strength can be stronger than displaying it. The Arctic is warming. Resources are emerging. Shipping routes are opening. Russia is already there. Bases, ports, infrastructure. The future battlefield is frozen for now. Energy is slow power. Pipelines take years to build. Dependence takes decades to form. Russia thinks long-term when exporting influence. Russia may not lead every technology, but it adapts fast. Selective investment, strategic focus, enough innovation to remain relevant. Space is not science fiction, it is communication, navigation, surveillance. Russia treats orbit as national territory. The world may criticize Russia, but it also respects it. Respect creates caution. Caution creates space. This balance is intentional. Russia balances control and flexibility. Too much control suffocates growth. Too little control invites chaos. This balance is constantly adjusted. Russian leaders think beyond lifetimes. Policies are designed to outlive individuals. Short-term pain for long-term survival. Analysts often misjudge Russia. They measure speed, not endurance. Trends, not patience. Russia plays a different game. Collapse, adaptation, rebuilding. This pattern repeats, and each time, Russia returns stronger. Russia is not invincible. It struggles, it suffers, it bends, but it does not break. Its power is not perfection. Its power is endurance. While others chase speed, Russia invests in time. While others fear pressure, Russia absorbs it. The real question is not whether Russia will collapse. The real question is how many times the world will underestimate it before learning the same lesson again. This is not the empire of noise. It is the empire of patience. This is Truth Atlas, and this is Russia. If this documentary changed how you see history, like the video, subscribe to Truth Atlas, and comment below. Is endurance the most powerful weapon of all?